Hello, coolers, and welcome to another interesting episode of Viva Barca, the home of everything Barca. In this episode, we are going to be discussing on two recent reports on Barcelona, all from Mundo Deportivo, starting with this contract update when it comes to Sergi Roberto, as his agent have just come out and confirmed that talks between them and FC Barcelona have stopped. But guess what? He gave some interesting details on that operation. We are going to be discussing on that in much detail as we move ahead. Then to conclude, talking about this other story saying that Barcelona are set to be boosted by 5 signings, or let me say 5 players, after the international break. We are going to be discussing on some of those players that are injured, Aguero, Dembele, and of course, there's some good news after the international break that we will see these players in action when we come back after the break. So we're going to be discussing on that development as well. So colors, as we get ready to discuss those stories in much detail, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a video. Give this video a like, and please make sure you watch this video right up to the very end. Barca, Barca, Barca. Sergio Roberto's agent Josep Maria Orobate spoke to Mundo Deportivo about the renewal of his client. The agent revealed some interesting news regarding the operation, considering how talks have slowed down recently. He said that the renewal talks had currently stopped completely. However, he added that they could be, reactivated at any time soon, so nothing could be said about the outcome. He said everything is stopped, but it can also be reactivated at any time. His statements leave the door wide open for all possibilities. The player indeed does want to continue at Barcelona. However, there is interest in his signing in other top European clubs too. Earlier, Roberto publicly announced his desire to stay at the club and also mentioned his intents in taking a pay cut to help the club out during the difficult economic times. Yet, 2 months later, there is still no concrete agreement between his representative and the club. Though he was willing to accept a slash in salary, he did not agree with the extent, of the cut and felt the proposed reduction was too much. If Roberto does indeed opt for a change in scenery, Manchester City are the biggest name vying for his signing. Pep Guardiola is a big fan of the versatile and dynamic midfielder. So the English side have already made attempts to lure the Spaniard out of Barcelona. The efforts were fruitless in the past because of multiple factors. Now the situation is different. The club is considering letting the midfielder go, and the player too would be open for a move if the wages are not agreed upon. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona are going through a morbid run of form. 1 win in 6 games across all competitions. That includes humiliating defeat against Bayern Munich, Benfica, and more recently Atletico Madrid, has meant that the fans have been calling for the head of manager Ronald Koeman. However, it seems like the Dutchman will be given time to reset the course by President Joan Laporta, who as per report has been convinced by some of the 58-year-old's arguments. One of the reasons cited by Koeman for Barca's wretched run of form is injuries of players. As per Mundo Deportivo, Ronald Koeman, managed to reassure Laporta that things will take a turn for the better when he has a full squad at his disposal. The report goes on to add that Koeman might not have to wait much longer for that to happen. Indeed, the Barca manager is expected to make a near full-strength squad once the international break is out of the way. Why Ansu Fati has made his return from injury recently and featured in 3 games as well, he is not fully match fit because, but he is expected to be 100% by the time Barcelona play the next game. The same holds for Jordi Alba as well, who has had troubles with injury and was only on the bench against Atletico at the weekend. Furthermore, Pedri, who picked up an injury last week, is also in line to make a return and boost the Catalan squad further. And add to it, Barcelona are also expecting both Ousmane Dembele and summer arrival Sergio Aguero to be available for selection later this month. This will be as a good news for Koeman, having 5 new signings at his disposal. The report states the availability of Dembele, Aguero, and fully fit Ansu Fati will surely bolster Barcelona's attack, where they have been found wanting. Pedri and Alba will also enhance the quality of the team without a doubt. But whether that is enough for Koeman to spark a turnaround of fortunes at the Camp Nou remains to be seen. Barca play Valencia on October 17, first up after the international break before they take on Dynamo Kiev on October 20 in hope to salvage their Champions League campaign. After that, El Clasico against Real Madrid awaits on October 24th. So callers, what do you make of all this? Make sure you leave your thoughts down on the comment section below so we can discuss much better there. Thanks a lot for watching again. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a video. Until next time, bye bye.